Hey guys, welcome to a Pixlr tutorial, P-I-X-L-R. In this first tutorial, we're going to be looking at how we can do some really basic functions with Pixlr. Most importantly, we will likely want to resize an image, or we might want to remove a background and make it transparent. So let's get started. Right, so when Pixlr starts open up, I'm going to open up the second option here, open an image from my computer. And I've already got downloaded a juicy orange photo. And as I said, we want to maybe remove the background. So we can see the background here has this white and sort of almost gray and black background here. We want to get rid of that. So very simply, if we go over here to, there is a magic wand tool. Let's see if I can zoom in here. So it's called the wand tool. Click on that. Your mouse cursor becomes a wand. And what you want to do is you can now click on your canvas, and you can see that part of this is highlighted. Oh, there's one more important thing that I need to mention is if you try to delete this, so I'm hitting the delete button right now, it's not going to remove that background. And that's because our image is locked. So what we'll need to do is says double click to unlock. Okay, so now that the lock is no longer there, there's a little tick mark. We can now remove or take away our background image. Okay, now I'm just going to undo that for just a moment because we can see that there's still a little bit on the bottom here. And how can we get rid of that? What you can do is you can adjust this part up here called the tolerance setting. So right now the tolerance value is 21. And what this does is that the computer tries to match the color of what you clicked on. Whoops. That's my mouse scrolling around. The computer tries to match the colors of what you clicked on. Okay. The greater the tolerance, the more different shades or colors it tries to match. So I'm going to try to maybe increase this to about 30. Again. Okay, maybe try to increase that a little bit further. Let's try 40. And if I click on that, okay, you can see that it's grabbing a lot more of the colors. Okay, and let's see if we can go up to maybe like 60. And let's see if we can get the whole orange. Okay, now you can see it's cutting off into the orange right now. So 60 is probably a bit too much. What I'll probably do, go back to 40. It does take a little bit of time just to play around with that, but you'll sort of get a feel of it. What you can also do, I'm going to hit delete. And what you can do is you can also click down here one more time. And it'll highlight this part. You can also delete that as well. There's a little bit left on the bottom of the orange. And that's pretty close. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. So that's how you can remove the background images. You can tell it's transparent because it's white and gray. It's got this checker or chessboard pattern in the back. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is how we can reduce the image size. So that's up here. Third one over, image size. And I just want to talk a little bit about this constraint proportions. If we uncheck this, we can change, and what we will be able to do is we'll squeeze this photo down like that, okay? If we keep, I'm just gonna undo that, Command Z, and if we keep constraint proportions, if I just change this value, notice that the other value also changes with it as well. So likewise, if I change this one, okay, the bottom value, the height value also changes with that as well. And what this does is that it keeps the proportion so that the orange stays the same shape and size as the original one. So sometimes that's desirable, sometimes that is desirable. Sometimes we want to do that, sometimes we don't. Okay, so the other thing is this orange right now is at 36% magnification. So down here, see it says 36 there. So if I change that to 100, this is actually what the actual image size looks like. So if you still want to make that smaller, and let's suppose that we do, I'll make that maybe 300. Okay, so this is the actual size. If we check down here, it says 100%. So this is the full size of it. Okay, if I change to 50%, then this is actually half of what its actual size is. So it's not the real size of the image. Okay, so make sure this value is 100%. That way you know how big your image is going to be. All right, guys, that's the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time.